Hello, my name is Minna Jaffery-Lindemulder, and this is Snapshot Analysis with the New Lines Institute for Strategy and Policy. Today, I'm joined by Sim Tack of Force Analysis, who has been focusing heavily on the Russia and Ukraine battlefront at this time. Sim, can you talk to us about what your take is on Russia's military moves in Ukraine? How is their performance going from a technical point of view and a tactical point of view?
So one thing to keep in mind is that we've seen Russia launch a first phase in a very convincing manner with several different fronts that they opened simultaneously, supported with missile strikes deep into Ukrainian territory. Things that were pretty much expected, that were aligning with the kind of buildup that they had done around the borders of Ukraine. But what we've seen in the next phases of that battle is actually that Russia seems to have been struggling in most of these fronts to actually make convincing progress. All but the Kiev sector, perhaps, which is the most threatening to Ukraine. We've actually seen Ukraine pretty capable in trying to stabilize those front lines.
And do you think that Russia's military operations, as they stand right now, are helping them to achieve their strategic objectives in Ukraine?
Well, that raises an interesting question about what the actual strategic objectives for Russia would be in a conflict like this. Obviously, President Putin has put forward claims of Ukraine agreeing to some commitment of neutrality, demilitarizing. I think that under any kind of scenario, achieving these goals are relatively unattainable. So in that regard, I wouldn't say that the military offensive is necessarily effective in achieving those objectives, but of course, it is very effective in threatening Ukraine.